Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Get yourself a brew, because this is quite something. Now, you may have missed an advert that has been brought out that has caused quite the outrage. It is a Gillette advert, and just wow, I've got no... Let's just watch the advert, and then we can go from there. If you know what the advert is, then you know what's about to happen. So let's just have a little watch.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
So obviously you already can get the gist, unless you're an idiot, of where this advert's going. Obviously Gillette, the best a man can get, is obviously a razor, men's razor brand, and obviously the idea of it is it's bringing the awareness to obviously that Me Too movement and obviously harassment on women by men, because a majority of men are fucking idiots.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally
the good old stereotype of just going, oh, boys will be boys.
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool, not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men, we're acting like we gonna shake it.
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
For me, that advert is great. Like, I do think that's a great advert. And my word, the uproar of it, I didn't I kind of did expect it, only because just men, like I'm gonna say most men. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be accountable, like Terry Crews said. You need to be accountable for men. I'm gonna be accountable in saying that the majority of us are just fucking idiots. Let's just first take a little delve into the comment section of this video. But bear in mind, the like to dislike ratio of this video is currently at 516,000 to 963,000. I don't know how so many people could have a problem with the advert. It's very clear there's a lot of basically stuff that's happening that men do to women that is getting ignored. It's getting brushed under the rug, and it's being seen as like fine, and it's hot. There's so much just bad shit basically still happening, and it needs to get freaking sorted out. So Martin says, how am I supposed to get a girlfriend when each time I find guts to talk to her appears some black dude, stops me and says not cool? Clearly the comment's been taken completely out of context. If you watch in the video, look how he's looking at her. He's looking at her like very like it's not in the way that you would look at him. It's like, oh yeah, damn, she fine. If you think someone is attractive or you want to approach them, then clearly there are better ways about doing it or going about it. Then clearly you approach them when it's appropriate and you be nice about it. You don't just, he's clearly ogling over her. That Martin's comment is just fucking irrelevant. Like, it's just stupid.
Bye Gillette, welcome Wilkinson.
So that I'm just gonna get annoyed. Like, I obviously already am. Like, it's just stupid. Like, it's just ignorance and just stupidity combined. So he feels, because now he's being attacked. He feels attacked. He's gonna just switch brand. So basically, ignorance, just completely diverting away from the problem, which also makes him the biggest part of what the problem is. So that tells me that he thinks that because he's being attacked for all these things, he doesn't agree with these things. So he thinks that all of the stuff that are in this advert is fine. So telling girls to smile, like approaching girls in like a very like creepy kind of like ugly way, and basically just like kind of all round general harassment.
Yes, because I come to a shaving company for advice on how I should live my life.
by the sounds of it, I think the bloke needs some advice, because that's a stupid comment again. I don't get how you can't just see an advert and support it. Know that like, sometimes I think, like, does everyone like see the world the way I see it? Because how can you not see that stuff like this is wrong? Like, surely you have, like, a lot of these people commenting have like children, so if their children are daughters, or they all have mothers, I'm pretty sure that's how children are made. These sound like the type of people that would do all of these things. They would ogle over women, they would obviously like basically general like harassment stuff. And you flip it on its head, and if that was happening, another bloke was doing that to this female that was close to them, surely they would say something about it and they'd be pissed. If they were like saw someone wolf whistling at this girl that they're close with, this female that they're close with, surely they would say something about it. Like, surely they would be fine with that going on, because that's like, are people that like fucked up that they think that that's like the norm? Like, that's fine to do? Like, there have been many people over the years that I've spoken to that say they're scared to like walk home in the dark, like scared to walk home in the not because of people like gonna like stab them, not like gangs or anything. It's literally because men. It is men, because they obviously have the fear that they're gonna get raped, they're gonna get kidnapped, they're gonna whatever. Like, you take any person, and if there's more than one person against you, you're gonna have no chance. You're not gonna stand much of a chance. So if there's just one female, two blokes, or a group of blokes, they could potentially do whatever they want to her, because you just get overpowered. Also, there's people I've spoken to that say if they, I don't know, go into uni or something, or go into a job, that 20-minute, 30-minute walk, they say probably a day they get at least one wolf whistle or one like comment shouted out of a van by some fat middle-aged fucking builder. Get your tits out, love! Because yes, that's absolutely normal. That is fine. Never buying an effing Gillette again. Again, just part of the freaking problem. Okay, men, stop ripping on each other for jokes. No horseplay, no being rough, no talking to women, no touching a women, especially not the shoulder, you rapist. No laughter, no happiness, no being men. We all need to be women now. No horseplay, no being rough. No, it wasn't trying to depict rough or horseplay. It was just trying to depict bullying, you fucking ignorant twat. No talking to women. It didn't say not to talk to women. It's the way that you talk to them. Jesus Christ, are you that stupid? No touching a woman, especially not the shoulder, you rapist. No, it's... fucking consent! Consent! As a male... This I always try and like flip it and think about it if it's happening to you. If a female came to me and just randomly started touching me, I would be a bit weirded out. Now, some people go, oh yeah, I'd love that. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because you just have this vision in your head of this really attractive person coming up to you. Like, if it doesn't matter if they're attractive or not. If somebody starts coming up to you and touching you and getting in your space, that's a bit weird. I would be freaked out. Fortunately, that's never happened to me. But I know people that has happened to. I know many females, not that sounds weird, but like I know people that have in their workplace have been touched up. Their arse has been slapped, their boob's been groped, their face has been touched. Like, that's not what happened. That's not unless that's say if that's their boyfriend and obviously that's consensually done, then that's fine. But if you just randomly a creepy old man going around touching people, your employees, that's freaking weird. Like, obviously, it's not just in the workplace it can happen. It can happen literally anywhere, and you hear about it all the time. And stop playing this no being men card. Like, it's stupid. Like, yes, you can. It's not the advert wasn't telling you to be a woman. Like, it's so annoying how they all like the men that are against this term, they always just play the victim themselves. Like, they always find a way to flip it onto themselves. Like, how many people, if you scrolled through this comment section yourself, you would see how many people go, oh yeah, but women do this. And it's like, that's not the point. Like, Jesus Christ, it's take accountability for your like sex. And I've just found a perfect example of that. So it's a big old comment, so I'm going to just like read out the main points. Now make a short film on the following for women's races and say how only women can bring about change. So men are 90% of combat fatalities, blah, blah, blah. Men lose custody in 84% of divorces, 8% of all suicides are men, blah, 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 loads more bullshit. Men are over twice as victimized by strangers as women. Men are 165% more likely to be convicted than women. Men get 63% longer sentences than women for the same crime. Men are 165% more likely to be convicted than women. There is more money spent on breast cancer than lung cancer and prostate cancer combined. What this person is trying to get across is that now they need to make a film to make it equal, and they need to highlight all these things that like women are getting more than men. Nobody in this advert is saying that men don't deserve attention or things need to be sorted out. All that it's trying to show is that clearly there's a lot of douchebag men in the world and it needs to be sorted out. It's just something that needs to be highlighted, addressed, and hopefully change needs to be made. It's not an attack on us. It's just we need to take accountability for, as a collective. Even though me myself, I feel like that I don't do any of this. Like there's none of this. Like I don't do any of this weird like shit that I've just been talking about, and obviously what this advert addresses. Yeah, maybe when I was like younger and like stupid and immature, maybe I did. Sure, I okay. You know what? I won't even say maybe. I'll say I definitely did do this. Like I will take accountability for my actions in the past. But clearly, as you grow older and mature, you change as you evolve with the world. But the problem is, so many people like this, I think, oh, they're all like really stupid young kids. No, they're not. They're like grown ass men, and clearly the people that are doing the things are grown ass men. Hence the wolf whistling, the friggin' shouting out like just dirty shit to people. Basically, the advert's saying, in layman's terms, if you need to have it broken down into this basic terms, a lot of men are dickheads. Stop being a dickhead.
Everyone, we have an announcement to make. Stop
being a dickhead. The funny thing is, in the advert, it's not just addressing like everything wrong with us towards women. It's also addressing things that men do to men. So it's like there's in the video, there's boys bullying boys, and there's a man stopping it. And obviously the dad with his son that stops the bullying. The son sees that positive influence. He will grow up, hopefully, to be a better man than he may have been if he was surrounded with people that maybe he saw his dad wolf whistling at women and like slapping women's arse like. Oh. So I read a quote about this whole kind of like boycott that seems to be happening with the advert, and it's basically concludes this entire thing in a nutshell. If your masculinity can't take watching a commercial about treating women better without you demanding a boycott, maybe it's because you're a ginormous scumbag. I'd probably change that scumbag for just dickhead. I don't get why people are so offended by it. It's a bit ridiculous. I don't get why it's so difficult for some people to accept that we need to be nice or we need to be better to women like that. Why is that such a hard thing to process? Is it because you want to constantly like prove you're like the alpha and they're like below you, women are below you, and you're like you're here and women are here, like that we should be equal? Like, am I the only one that think that makes sense? They've said because apparently now Gillette is like supporting this, all boys will become like soy boys and become like gay or something. No, that's not what I'm trying. Why are people so like defensive when it comes to their masculinity? I don't care. Like I'm like at times like very feminine, if you want to say that. Like I don't walk around all like macho and trying to like prove my masculinity. Like I don't get what the whole like stigma is about. That is about like protecting your manlyhood and you've got to show everyone that you're manly. Like, no, who cares? Like, Jesus Christ. These are the kind of people as well that no matter what you say, no matter which direction you take with your argument, they're not going to listen and they're just going to continue to be part of the problem. Now, personally, that's where I'm a bit stumped, and I don't know where you go with them. Like, kill them. Personally, for me, like if I had a daughter and I saw a man doing that, like wolf whistling, slapping their ass, I'd be livid. Like, I would go absolutely mad. I don't get what goes through people's head, so I don't know what their reason is, and I don't know why they think it is so normal. I mean, I would probably love to explore that more and see why people do what they do and why they don't see that it is wrong. My argument would just be, I would just straight up say to them, I'd be like, okay, so if this was happening to your daughter, if they had a daughter obviously, I'd be like, what would you do? Would you just happily let it go on? So if your daughter was getting wolf whistled at and some fat middle-aged blokes were slapping her ass, what would you do? Would you step in? Would you intervene? Of course you would. I'm stopping. So, moral of the story, men, you don't have to protect your macho-ness or your manliness. It's okay to be sensitive, and basically, as the adverts say, just be better. Just be better. If you've done something in the past or you're doing something currently, which matches the advert where it's like you're harassing women, then evaluate yourself, grow up, and look at yourself from a different perspective and see if that's the kind of stuff that you've been doing, and fix it. It's as simple as that. Basically, just be better. Stop being a dickhead. Anyways, I shall toodle. Let me know your thoughts on this down below, because I would love to get some kind of discussion going. It'd definitely be interesting to see where people stand with this. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. It is free, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.